My love for technology started when I was young. When I got my first computer when I was like 8. That's really when it started, and I saw how many things you can do with a computer, and that kind of spread out into other areas of technology. Typically, a workday load can range from easy to long day, no breaks. There are days where it's just one department that we're handling. Other days, it's almost every other department that could happen at one time.
I know you've got a few things going on today. Just one more thing, just before I forget.
My boss is Fabian Newman. He's the IT director. Usually, when I meet with him, we discuss what's going on for the day. We kind of sort through what's top priority and what's lower priority. After the meeting, we're either out the door or we're here. Most of the time, out the door. Yeah, I'll let you know if I need anything.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Daniel.
Yep. Bye, Fabian. A typical day, I usually go to 2 or 3 other departments depending on if there's anything that was planned that day. We usually go to a lot of locations. Right now we are heading to the airport. We are going to take a look at the cutie pod. There's some issues with the terminal and it's not taking transactions. The cutie pod is a point of sales terminal for people to purchase gas. There's times where we would work indoors, but there's also times where we do work outdoors, and people don't realize that. So just looking at the cutie pod, we can see that the terminal is down. There's some kind of connection issue that's occurring. So what I'm doing is checking all the wires to make sure that they're in. Knowing when a task is done or a project is done feels good. You know that there's one task that's done, crossed off the list, but there's more coming right afterwards. When people think of the fire department, they think of fire engines, ambulances, but there's also a back-end side to which there's software and programs that the fire department uses. We as an IT department, we would go in and help them utilize those programs to make the process quicker. So the fire department just got a new smart board, and it's going to be installed for them to be used for training. So after doing the install, it's up and running, and we see on the screen that there's connectivity. There's parts in the back end, such as the IP address, server-wise, that has to be connected to allow that certain computer to talk back to Village Hall or back to the police department to pull what information they need. Hello? Yeah, okay. I'm on my way. As IT, it's on call. When there's an emergency and they call you, then you have to go. So the police department is equally as important as the fire department. They have programs, softwares, and applications that they also use. So I just got a call from dispatch saying that squad cars in the field cannot read any of the license plate. Looking at the server now, I can see there's an issue, and I don't know what the problem is yet. On days like today where there are other issues going on, it can cause more time, more work into it. So I ran through all the tests that I could possibly do to try and resolve this myself. I still don't have a solution. I'm going to have to call our consultant, Brad, to assist me in this issue. Oh. Yeah, I can go take a look at that. Yeah, that might be it. Having a consultant like Brad is important because there are some higher level stuff to IT that he has been doing for years, and having his knowledge helps out a lot when me or Fabian cannot do it ourselves. So he saw that there was a port that was not communicating with dispatch. So he pointed me in the direction that I needed to go, which was in another room to check a port to see if it was active or not. And that fixed it. Hey, looks like it works. That did the trick. Yeah, the server's back online now. Yep, that did it. Yep. Yeah, I know, it was weird, but it works. Just knowing getting all the tasks and issues done in one day feels really good, especially before the day ends. It feels good getting the job done. Growing up in Lansing, going to school here, middle school, high school, and then going off to college, and then coming back here to work in the village feels great. It feels like I'm giving back to the community in a sense. Where I grew up here, they provided me with education, and I come back here and I'm happy to help back out. Looking forward to the next project, the next issues, and what I can do to help out the village to move forward.